Success is widely considered a mystery, yet it is impossible to achieve without two specific things. Across the entire globe, every human heart carries a deep-seated desire to find true and lasting success. We all dream of achieving greatness, yet the path forward often remains hidden in a thick fog. Many people wake up every single day feeling lost, unsure of how to reach their highest goals. For so many of us, success feels like a heavy door that simply refuses to unlock. Without the right foundation, building your dreams is like trying to construct a skyscraper on shifting sand. You might have the ambition, but without two essential pillars, the entire structure will eventually crumble. Most people throw away these two vital keys every single day without ever realizing their immense value. What if the secret to your future wasn't something you had to find, but something you already possessed? Hard work is often praised, but even the greatest effort fails when these two pillars are missing. We chase after valuable gems and status, forgetting the very elements that make those treasures possible. It is a common struggle that leaves many talented individuals wandering in circles for their entire lives. You may feel like you are working harder than ever, yet the results remain just out of reach. This universal search for achievement is what defines our journey, but few ever find the actual map. To understand why success is so elusive, we must look closer at how we treat our own potential. Every moment spent without these two specific things is a moment where progress slowly begins to stall. The world tells us to rush, yet the most successful people follow a very different set of rules. They understand that without a solid core, even the most brilliant plans will eventually fade away. You already hold the ingredients for greatness, but you might be ignoring them in your daily rush. To find these two pillars, we have to travel far away to a small, quiet town. There, on the edge of a flowing river, a powerful secret was hidden in plain sight. This story begins with a wise diamond trader who understood the true nature of all valuable gems. He knew that success requires much more than just luck or a few moments of hard work. It requires a mastery of two things that most of us are far too quick to discard. Let us step into this hidden world and discover the foundation upon which all greatness is built. We often imagine success as a hidden doorway, opened by a single magic key we lack. Many people spend their entire lives searching for a secret pill to bypass the hard work. They believe a technical trick or a lucky break is all that stands between them and greatness. However, most people do not actually know how to achieve success in a lasting, meaningful way. They chase shadows in the dark, hoping the next shortcut will finally lead to the light. In this modern world, we are told that speed is everything and waiting is for the weak. We look for the instant transformation, expecting valuable gems to appear without any effort at all. But the truth is far more grounded than the glamorous fantasies we see on our screens. When the foundation is missing, even the most brilliant plans will eventually crumble into the dust. You might wonder why so many talented individuals fail while others seem to rise effortlessly. It is not a lack of intelligence or resources that holds most dreamers back from winning. Instead, they are missing two specific things that make any level of success actually possible. Without these two pillars, the tallest towers of achievements simply cannot stand the test of time. Many seek the wisdom of a master diamond trader, hoping for a shortcut to their fortune. They want the result without the process, the treasure without the long and difficult journey. True success is impossible without a total commitment to these two fundamental forces of the universe. We must look past the flashy tricks to find the quiet strength of lasting character. The journey begins by letting go of the myth that greatness can be bought or borrowed. To find the answer, we must learn the lessons that only the most patient souls understand. Prepare to see the world differently as we uncover the secrets hidden in plain sight. In this quiet town lived a man who knew something the rest of the world had forgotten. Every single day, he walked down to the riverbank and took his familiar, weathered seat. This wise old man became a still point in a world that never stopped turning. He sat there with a promise that sounded like absolute madness to anyone who heard it. As the water flowed steadily past, he repeated his bold claim to every person who walked by. "You will get what you want," he would say, his voice calm and full of certainty. It was a simple sentence, yet it carried a weight that few people were prepared to handle. Most residents of the small town simply shook their heads and kept walking without a second thought. To the busy crowds, his words were like seeds falling on cold, unforgiving concrete. Nobody gave his strange promise the fertile soil it needed to finally take root and grow. They viewed him as a curiosity, a man whose mind had perhaps drifted away with the current. Is wisdom often disguised as madness to those who are too rushed to truly listen? Passersby whispered to one another, firmly believing the old man had finally lost his grip on reality. They mocked his daily ritual, calling him crazy while they chased their own frantic, empty goals. Why do we ignore the very answers we claim to be looking for in our lives? Initially, absolutely no one stopped to hear the deeper truth hidden within his repetitive, simple words. He remained a solitary figure, anchored by the river while the seasons changed around his silent form. Day after day, the promise remained the same, echoing against the indifferent stones of the shore. They were searching for complex keys to success, ignoring the profound wisdom offered by the river. To the townspeople, he was just a crazy old man by the water, lost in his dreams. But his patience was as deep as the river, waiting for the one soul ready to listen. Hard work often starts with the simple act of paying attention to what others choose to ignore. Time would eventually reveal the value of the gems hidden within his seemingly mad daily declarations. For a long time, the man and his message remained a mystery to the passing world. Everything was about to change when a young seeker named David finally arrived in the town. David was not like the others who ignored the old man. He was hungry for true success. A young man named David walked slowly down the dusty path that led straight to the river. His mind was consumed by a burning desire to escape poverty and become incredibly rich. David didn't just want money. He dreamed of becoming the nation's greatest diamond and pearl trader. At that moment, David's ambition was like a raw diamond unpolished and lacking the right facets to shine. He approached the old man, seeking a secret that the rest of the world had long forgotten. With a voice full of hope, David asked if people could truly obtain whatever they desired. He looked the elder in the eye, questioning if any man could really achieve absolute success. The old man paused, his gaze reflecting the deep wisdom of a life spent studying human nature. He confirmed that every great treasure is within reach for those who understand the laws of time. The elder agreed to guide the young man, but his help came with a very heavy price. David had to promise to believe every word and follow every instruction without a single doubt. This condition of total belief was the only way to transform his raw ambition into reality. David wondered if simply following a guide's words would be enough to secure his glittering future. Is ambition enough without a guide to show you how to navigate the difficult path ahead? Despite the mystery of the request, the young seeker was desperate enough to agree to anything. The old man required David to believe and follow his words as the absolute condition for success. To become a master diamond trader, David realized he would need more than just hard work. He would have to master the virtues of patience and time to handle such valuable gems. With a determined nod, David accepted the challenge, binding his fate to the old man's wisdom. The air grew still as the weight of this new commitment settled between the two men. What are you willing to believe to finally get everything you have ever wanted in life? They sat together by the water, the sunlight glinting off the surface like 1,000 tiny diamonds. David's path to becoming a wealthy trader of valuable gems was finally beginning to unfold. The old man looked at him, not with pity, but with a challenge for the journey ahead. He was finally ready to reveal the first treasure hidden within the folds of time itself. The old man leaned in close, his voice a steady whisper that commanded David's full attention. Then he reached out and spoke the words that would change David's life forever. The old man didn't give him a map or money, but something much more valuable. He promised that David's greatest wish for success would finally come true with one secret. David held his breath, waiting for a revelation involving complex strategies or rare mountain gold. But the first secret was simpler and far more profound than any silver coin or jewel. He defined the most valuable diamond in the world as something everyone possesses but few value. This invisible gem is time, the raw ore that every other success is refined from. How many of these precious diamonds have you thrown away without a second thought today? If time is the source of all wealth, why do we spend it so cheaply? The old man explained that time is the foundation upon which all great empires are built. Every moment is a sparkling facet of a stone more precious than any found in mines. He instructed David to hold onto his time tightly and never lose a single second. Like a rare diamond, once a moment is lost, it can never be recovered or replaced. David looked at his hands, realizing he had been letting his fortune slip through his fingers. The old man claimed that literal diamonds of success can be made from focused time. Just as pressure turns carbon into gems, hard work turns time into valuable achievements. This first pillar of success is the master key that unlocks every other door of opportunity. Every hour spent with purpose is an investment that grows into a mountain of true wealth. David began to see his days not as a sequence of events, but as treasure. But a diamond is brittle if held alone, and David still needed the second gem. To keep the diamond of time from shattering, he required another secret for total balance. David watched the old man intently, waiting for the explanation of this strange, invisible treasure. The old man spoke of a gem more precious than any found in the deep earth. He defined the most valuable diamond in the world as the simple, passing gift of time. David looked at his empty hands, wondering how mere seconds could ever shine like crystal. Sensing his confusion, the master explained that diamonds are not found, they are slowly made. He made the claim that diamonds can be made from time through the power of focus. This process does not require a shovel or a mine, but a very specific type of pressure. Every hour you spend mastering a craft is like adding a layer of weight to carbon. Just as the earth crushes coal into brilliance, your patience transforms raw effort into something priceless. Think of your hard work as the force that compresses every fleeting moment into lasting value. Success is not a sudden spark, but the result of time hardening through relentless daily discipline. Most people scatter their hours like dust, never allowing the pressure of commitment to build up. They chase the quick flash of a shortcut, ignoring the slow growth of a true masterpiece. But a wise diamond trader knows that value is born from the steady accumulation of focused years. When you dedicate your life to a single purpose, you are essentially forging a gem. This invisible asset grows stronger and more brilliant with every difficult challenge you choose to face. Over time, those countless hours of practice crystallize into a skill that nobody else can replicate. Your expertise becomes your diamond, a valuable gem that commands the respect of the entire world. The old man smiled, seeing the realization begin to dawn in David's eager, searching eyes. He understood now that time is the raw material from which all true greatness is carved. Every second spent in deep work is an investment in a treasure that never truly fades. This is the secret of the ages, hidden in plain sight within every ticking clock. To build a life of worth, you must learn to harvest time and refine it. Patience is the tool that shapes the rough edges of your early clumsy attempts at success. Without it, the pressure of life merely breaks you instead of turning you into something beautiful. In a world obsessed with speed, the old man proposed a second, slower treasure, the pearl of patience. Without this second treasure, even the diamond of time would eventually shatter under the heavy pressure of failure. David leaned forward, his eyes reflecting the soft glow of the embers as he awaited the next revelation. The old man reached into the folds of his robe, his movements deliberate and filled with quiet mystery. He spoke of a gem that few possess, yet it remains the most vital companion to hard work. This second most valuable pearl in the entire world, the old man explained, is simply called patience. To the young and restless, the word sounded far less glamorous than the brilliant diamond of time. Yet the old man's expression remained grave, signaling that this jewel held a power unlike any other. He instructed David that patience must be summoned whenever trying fails to yield any immediate results. It is easy to stay driven when success is visible, but true strength appears in the empty seasons. Can you stay standing when the world tells you to give up because your efforts remain unseen? Patience is the anchor that keeps your ship steady when the storm of delay hits your journey. The diamond trader knew that most people abandon their dreams just moments before the breakthrough finally arrives. They mistake the silence of growth for the coldness of failure, throwing away their hard-earned progress. But for those who hold the pearl of patience, the long wait becomes a refining fire. Success is rarely a straight line. It is a winding path through thickets of doubt and frustration. This invisible treasure transforms the bitterness of waiting into the sweetness of victory and deep wisdom. David listened, realizing that his own past failures were likely caused by a lack of this pearl. The old man watched the realization dawn on the young man's face with a knowing, gentle smile. He claimed that whoever has patience can truly achieve anything in this vast and challenging world. It is the silent force that outlasts every obstacle and turns impossible dreams into tangible reality. With these two gems, the old man claimed David could finally achieve anything in the entire world. But the question remained, could a young man like David actually learn to live by them? Is patience truly a sign of weakness, or is it actually the ultimate form of human strength? The air between them grew heavy with the weight of this ancient and life-altering secret. The weight of the old man's words finally broke through the walls of David's restless and hungry ambition. In that silent moment, David finally saw the truth that had been hidden in plain sight for years. He realized he wasn't lacking natural talent, but the discipline to honor these two invisible and powerful treasures. It was as if a bright light had been switched on in a room where he'd been stumbling. For the first time, David truly understood that time and patience are the greatest treasures in human life. These abstract gems were far more valuable than any physical stone he ever hoped to trade one day. Have you ever had a single realization that completely changed the entire path of your own life's journey? David looked at his hands, seeing them no longer as tools of greed, but instruments of higher purpose. He thought back to his dream of becoming a trader, realizing his foundation had been far too weak. To build a new future, he knew he had to burn the lazy habits of his past self. Standing by the quiet river, a solemn sense of responsibility began to settle deep within his young soul. With a heavy heart and a clear mind, David made a silent, unbreakable promise to his future self. He vowed that from this moment forward, he would never waste another precious second of his limited time. He understood that every single hour was a gift, far too valuable to be carelessly thrown away anymore. What habits are you willing to burn today in order to build a better life for tomorrow's success? David then turned his focus toward the second treasure, the shimmering and quiet pearl of patience he learned. He promised himself to maintain perfect patience in every situation, no matter how difficult or frustrating it became. No longer would he rush toward success, for he knew the best fruits take time to slowly ripen. This internal shift marked the symbolic death of the old David and the birth of a new man. His mindset was reforming, replacing his former frantic energy with a steady and focused resolve for true success. The old man watched him silently, sensing the profound transformation taking place in the young man's grateful heart. David felt a strange peace, knowing that hard work alone was nothing without these two guiding principles today. He had arrived at the river seeking a secret shortcut, but he found a long and narrow road. The road ahead was daunting, yet for the first time, David felt fully equipped to walk it alone. Promises are often easy to make by the quiet river, but they are much harder to actually keep. Soon, David would have to take these new vows back to the chaotic noise of the busy marketplace. Years passed, and the young man who sat by the river was gone, replaced by a focused worker. David brought something to the diamond market that his competitors lacked: the old man's timeless wisdom. He began his journey by working under a prominent diamond trader to learn the secrets of the trade. In a world where shortcuts were common, David chose the path of complete and unwavering honesty. He treated every minute like a precious jewel, refusing to waste the invisible treasure of his time. What happens when you combine radical honesty with the relentless force of unwavering patience and hard work? David worked like a master carver, slowly shaping his life one patient, careful stroke at a time. While others rushed for quick profits, David carefully built a foundation based on trust and integrity. He remembered the pearl of patience whenever the market became volatile or his progress felt too slow. Day after day, he labored in the dusty stalls, proving that character is the rarest gem of all. His mentor noticed how David handled every stone with a level of care that others simply ignored. Customers began to seek him out, knowing his word was as solid as the diamonds he sold. The hard work began to pay off as his small reputation grew into a respected household name. He never lost a single diamond of time, investing every waking hour into perfecting his craft. Gradually, the student became the master, outshining those who had once mocked his slow, steady pace. How far could you go if you realized that success is grown rather than simply found? Through years of persistent effort, David eventually rose to become one of the nation's top diamond traders. His warehouse was now filled with valuable gems, yet his most prized possessions remained his inner virtues. He achieved the very goal he once dreamed of, standing tall as a titan of the industry. David didn't just become rich. He became a living testament to the old man's sacred promise. His story proved that the alchemy of time and patience could transform a restless boy into a legend. In the heart of the marketplace, the lessons from the river had finally bore their magnificent fruit. David's story isn't just a fable from the past, it's a mirror for our present. Why do most people today fail where David succeeded in his long and difficult journey? Perhaps it is because we have forgotten the true value of our own hidden treasures. In our modern world, we often chase the result while ignoring the necessary hard work. We see the success of a diamond trader without realizing the years spent in the dust. The first major obstacle standing between us and our dreams is poor time management. Poor time management is like a hole in the pocket where your precious gems are kept. When we waste our hours, we are essentially throwing away the raw materials of our future. This reckless handling of hours prevents even the most beautiful dreams from ever coming true. Time is actually one of the two most important qualities required to reach any life goal. Without mastering our minutes, we remain stranded on the shore of unfulfilled potential and deep regret. Yet even with time, many fail because they lack the second vital treasure: true patience. A lack of patience serves as a primary barrier that stops our progress before we finish. We demand instant success and walk away just when the hard work is about to pay. Patience is the second most important quality you must possess to reach any significant goal. Like a gardener, we must wait for the seeds to grow instead of digging them up. Are you spending your precious diamonds on distractions that don't actually matter for your future? Is your lack of patience the only thing standing between you and your ultimate dream? Success is not a lottery win, but the result of protecting your time and staying patient. When we lose these two things, we lose our only chance at the life we want. Understanding these obstacles is the first step toward reclaiming the path David once walked so well. Without these qualities, the most brilliant plans will eventually crumble under the weight of modern life. Today, we are surrounded by a digital world that demands our attention every single second. Social media feeds us a constant stream of highlights, making our own progress feel painfully slow. We see the end results of others and mistakenly believe they happened overnight without effort. This get-rich-quick mentality is a dangerous trap that kills the potential of your dreams. When we focus on shortcuts, we ignore the foundational work required for any real success. A lack of patience is often the hidden reason why many people never reach their goals. Poor time management ensures that your most ambitious dreams stay trapped within your imagination forever. Every time we compare our beginning to someone else's middle, we lose our inner drive. The pressure to achieve instant results makes us abandon our hard work far too soon. We must realize that patience is one of the two most important qualities for success. Like a skilled diamond trader, you must learn to recognize the value of the long game. Valuable gems are not found on the surface. They require deep digging and relentless time. Modern life distracts us with noise, pulling us away from the quiet discipline of growth. We spend hours scrolling through others' lives while our own potential sits gathering dust nearby. Without the steady hand of patience, your most brilliant ideas will eventually lose their spark. Effective time management is the bridge that connects your daily actions to your future reality. When you rush the process, you often compromise the quality of the life you build. The allure of fast success is a mirage that leaves many people wandering in circles. Comparing your progress to a curated digital feed is a guaranteed way to feel defeated. True success requires a commitment to the long, unglamorous hours of consistent and hard work. You cannot reach a significant goal if you are unwilling to wait for the harvest. The lack of patience acts as a heavy anchor, holding you back from your true potential. If you cannot manage your time, you will find your dreams slipping through your fingers. In an age of instant gratification, the person who can wait holds the greatest power. Your future is built in the moments where you choose discipline over another quick distraction. Patience is not just waiting. It is the active pursuit of excellence over a long period. The world celebrates the fast, but time rewards the steady and the deeply focused worker. By mastering your time and patience, you unlock the door to achievements others only imagine. Do not let the speed of the modern world steal the beauty of your journey. Stay the course, for the most valuable gems are always reserved for those who endure. In the end, it all comes back to the riverbank where the old man first shared his quiet secrets. He taught us that no one is stronger than time, an unstoppable force that shapes every human destiny. We have learned that no treasure is greater than patience, the steady foundation of every truly lasting success. The old man by the river was right. No one beats time, and no treasure exceeds patience. Like a seasoned diamond trader, you must learn to value the invisible currency of your own ticking clock. In a world of instant gratification, staying patient is the rarest and most valuable gem you can possess. Understanding the value of time and staying patient allows a person to eventually get exactly what they want. Hard work alone is never enough without the steady rhythm of time to mature your most ambitious dreams. These 2 gems are the master keys to any kingdom you wish to build in your own life. Think back to David, who realized that true success is grown slowly, like a pearl in the deep. Will you be the one who walks past the old man or the one who stops to listen? Every second you invest with patience adds another layer of brilliance to your future diamond of achievement. Success is not a sudden lightning strike, but the steady accumulation of focused effort over many long years. When you master your schedule and your spirit, the world begins to yield its most hidden, precious rewards. What will you build with your diamonds today, now that you hold the secrets of the ancient riverbank? True greatness requires the courage to wait while others rush toward empty promises of quick, shallow victories. Remember that the most valuable gems are always reserved for those who have the endurance to stay. Time is your greatest ally, and patience is the shield that protects your vision from the modern world. You now possess the ancient wisdom that turns ordinary hard work into an extraordinary, lasting legacy of success. The path ahead is clear for those who respect the clock and honor the virtue of waiting. But knowing this is only half the battle. The other half is what you do after you click away. If this story moved you, there's a way to keep this wisdom close as you continue growing. Don't let another diamond slip away. Start your journey toward true success and fulfillment today. Who in your life needs to hear the secret of the 2 gems right now? Are you ready to join us on the path to success and master your own future? Think about a friend who is currently struggling to find their rhythm in a fast-paced world. Subscribing to this channel is like planting a seed for your future growth and lasting wisdom. Every video we share acts as water for that seed, helping your patience and time flourish. Remember that time is your diamond trader, offering you the most valuable gems of all existence. Do not trade your precious time for fleeting moments that offer no real substance or value. Keep your pearl of patience polished as you navigate the inevitable storms of your daily life. Share this narrative with someone who feels like their hard work is currently going unnoticed. Help them realize that their steady efforts are building a foundation for something truly magnificent. The river of life continues to flow, and you must decide how to navigate its currents. Success is not a destination reached overnight, but a series of deliberate steps taken with purpose. Like the young man by the river, you must commit to the long game of excellence. Join our community of seekers who value the deep work required to achieve lasting greatness. Hit the notification bell to ensure you never miss a lesson on the alchemy of time. Carry the weight of these lessons in your heart as you face tomorrow's unique challenges. The world may demand speed, but greatness responds only to the touch of patient mastery. Until we meet again by the river, keep moving forward with clarity, courage, and patience. Your own story of success is being written with every single second you choose to invest.